42nd founding celebration of the National Teachers College. Actually, we will be having 5 sessions wherein in each session we will be discussing a lot of topics about the experiences of teachers during the pandemic. And this is very timely kasi we are celebrating from September 5 to October 5 the Teachers Month. Okay? Kaya tamang-tamang pag-uusapan natin ay ang tungkol sa mga teachers. Now, for this morning, we have the theme, Sikret ni Teacher sa Online Class. So, I have invited a professor from School of Teacher Education to share us about this topic. And I know kilalang-kilala niyo siya kasi veterano na siya sa pagtuturo din. And aside from that, he's also part of the Social Science Department. And isa rin siya sa mga kakulitan namin pagdating sa tanungan tungkol sa online class. And let me introduce to you our guest for this morning, Professor Dennis San Gregorio. Hello,
Hi,
sir.
hello. Ma'am Ellen, kamusta?
Okay. Tagal na natin hindi nagkita because of this. Ngayon lang tayo nag-face-to-face. Kaya lang with social distancing pa rin.
Yes.
Okay? Nice to see you.
Hello, NTC. Kamusta po yung lahat? Para sa aming management, the Ayala Yuchenko Group Management, to our deans, student, faculty, parents, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat at stay safe po.
Yes, definitely. Kasi lalong-lalo na ngayong panahon to, no? Pandemic pa rin. And we have so many things to discuss about online class, okay? But one thing's first, we have to know one thing bago magsimula at magkakaalaman po tayong lahat. Sir, sabihin mo ang totoo, how long have you been teaching?
Nasa taga ng panahon na sigurado. Tinubuhan na ako ng bigote sa pandemang ito. This is my 31st or 31 years of teaching. Dahil sa alaga ng NTC, Ma'am Ellen, no? Tumagal tayo as teacher.
Tama yon. At kaya mga students, magsimula na mag-compute. 31 years, alam na. Okay? But kidding aside, sir, kasi sa tagal ng pagtuturo natin, how will you describe yourself as a teacher? Lalong-lalo na nung panahon na bago magkaroon tayo ng pandemic.
Isa akong simpleng classroom teacher. Formal, stricto, mabait, sabi ng iba. Pero matapang nga daw at masungit. Pero sabi nga natin, there is a flexibility of showing myself to the classroom because it is a formal classroom. But we have, of course, approaches, use approaches and methods that we can be flexible. Minsan tawanan, minsan yun nga, biruan. Pero when it is a formal lesson, it's a formal lesson.
Kasi ang importante lang naman di ba yung learning na magaganap, okay?
Yes.
And we can learn while having fun, ika nga, di ba? Pero ang tanong natin, kasi as we teach before, ano yung mga nakakatulong natin sa pagtuturo? Like for example, the equipments. Ano yung ginagamit natin equipments?
Mula noon, traditional tayo. Mula sa board, eraser, okay, Manila papers, using that traditional presentation or materials in teaching, HP and laptop, and also now we have the technology, the computer technology is very, very useful as tools in teaching.
Like for example, yung mga projectors,
Yes.
How convenient. Inside the classroom, talagang convenient para sa atin yan.
Yes.
Okay, and cheaper, as a matter of fact. Kasi dati-dating Manila paper, gumagasos din tayo niyan. Kaya lang, how about yung internet? What is the role of internet in teaching?
It's a very useful. It's a very challenging. It's a very helpful tools of teaching as of now because of the situation now. Of course. And of course, it's challenging because for us, for me as a digital migrant of using this technology, I have to really adjust myself, no? And of course, updating myself in the use of this technology. But it's very, very useful in teaching.
Oo, lalo na nung before magkaroon ng pandemic kasi ang internet is our source of getting materials in our teaching. And that's why we were able to enrich our classes, our teaching learning process, di ba? Tama yon. Kaya lang, ang naging problema natin, kasi naging convenient na sa atin yung pagtuturo sa mga estudyante sa loob ng classroom. But when pandemic and quarantine started, eto na simula na wala na ang mga estudyante sa classroom. What was your first reaction when quarantine started?
Una, of course, nag-isip ng malalim at the same time, naging hamon na, naging challenge na nga para sa mga katulad kong seasoned teachers. Pero napakalaking bagay na nakatulong dahil sa sistema at sa sitwasyon kung saan tayo ay humarap sa ganitong klaseng crisis, no? Kaya nakaka-shock. And it happens once in a lifetime that I did not experience before. Kaya ganun na lamang ang lalim ng preparasyon or yung kondisyon sa sarili bilang teacher.
Kasi lalo na sir, yung quarantine is something new to all of us.
Yes.
Just imagine for lahat ng panahon ng ating buhay, nasa normal, ang pinaka-normal natin ay harapan na pagtuturo. And then all of a sudden, we had to change everything. Now, yung pagbabagong yon, ano yung unang sumagi sa isip nyo? Is there any apprehension o takot na buo sa isipan at sa dibdib natin?
May agang-agam o kaya
Yes.
yung pagduda. Merong takot dahil nga paano ito gagamitin ng ganun sistema at ang magiging cause and effect of using this technology. Pero andun ang motivation at andun ang, sabi ko nga, challenge for us new teachers in this new normal para ibigay mo talaga yung nalalaman mo. Dahil application to ng technology, hindi natin lahat makikita yung effect or makikita natin yung epekto, pero napakalaking bagay para tulong sa ating hinaharap na crisis ngayon.
And actually, parang it's a big leap on every educational institutions because of this pandemic. They have to totally change the system. As far as I remember, we were asked to write our SEA, and then it was expanded SEA, and then the whole system totally changed. Now, we have to pause for a while kasi ang dami nating pag-uusapan pa. We have to pause for a while kasi once we come back, pag-uusapan natin kung ano yung mga preparations na ginawa ng mga teachers, lalo-lalo na ni Sir Dennis in time of online classes, okay? But for a while, let's try to watch this video kasi this video will be telling us more about online classes, yung mga experiences niya in terms of online classes. And the best person to ask this kind of topic is a seasoned teacher, ang talagang veterana na sa pagtuturo. And this person is no other than Dr. Leonisa Del Rosario. See you later.
Hi. Done with my last synchronous session for this week. And it was fun. It was great. My students and I had a good time sharing with each other, discussing, and interacting with one another. We started with the embers of September, and they were able to share why September is a very significant month. Then we talked about the task 1 or output number 1, and those who made very good outputs shared with one another the products, and those who were not able to submit yet, they get ideas from those who shared their outputs. Then, because this is Afro-Asian literature, we discussed about possibilities of Asian and African countries that the students had visited. Oh, it was surprising. One of them had gone to Singapore, Thailand, and Indonesia. And she spoke highly of people from those places. Sabi nga ng isang kaklase, sana in the Philippines, tourists will speak highly of Filipinos also. And then one of them had gone to also Singapore, because the family stayed there for 2 years, and they were there. And she was saying that education in Singapore was far advanced that education in the Philippines. And then one of them had a great fun saying that in his imagination, he had gone to Japan. Anyway, what I am saying is this online teaching that we are having is a very good opportunity also to interact with one another and talk about lessons, classes, and other things that will make the class very interesting. But if you are thinking that it has always been like this, you are mistaken. Because when they started some months ago, second semester of last year and then summer, I did not even have a Facebook account. So don't ask me about Instagram, about Twitter, about Messenger. So that will tell you how ignorant I was as far as social media and other online platforms are concerned. So, when they said, online teaching na, flexible na because of the pandemic, I was thinking, Ma'am Del Rosario, this is it. Maybe you should finally retire. And I was saddened because teaching is the only preoccupation that I have been doing the best years in my life. And online teaching will not be the one to keep me from doing this. So, naisip ko, ang lahat natututunan kung pag-aaralan. So, aral, I did. NTC has been very understanding and very generous with webinars, with trainings, with orientations for online teaching. Probably thinking that everyone is new to this. And so, that was what prepared me for online teaching. And even then, syempre sa umpisa ang hirap. There were times, I tell you, that I had to yell for help. Mabuti na lang hindi ko nakakalimutan na i-mute ang microphone o kaya i-turn off ang camera. So in the middle of the class, I would say, Pamela! Pamela is my niece. Because I could not present my painfully done difficulty in preparing the slide presentation to make the classes interesting. Ay hindi ko mapalabas yung picture. It's either that my fingers were very mobile or my fingers were stiff. They just did not know which to click or which to punch. And so I would be asking for help. sometimes when this Pamela niece of mine is not available, I would be calling for my 11-year-old apo. SOS, Daniel, please! Because I could not go back to the presentation when I changed to face-to-face situation in the class. Kaya doon ako medyo hirap na hirap. Anyway, so little by little, I got used to it. Ang isa pa, people at NTC have been very helpful. Oh, they would run to my rescue. Din Pitagan, Miss Chu, Dindo Aceron, kahit si Mr. Judel Roman, and even Noel Torregosa of CEI. Ang pakiramdam ko ba, I'm so blessed with these people around because they've been very helpful to me. Now, of course, ngayon, konting sabit na lang. In the class that I had kanina, ay konti na lang yung, because I wanted to have the slide presentation, and then I would like to see also the students who were reciting, and so I didn't know how to do it, and therefore I had to ask for help. That was the only glitch that I experienced kanina. So very much okay na. What have I realized with this online teaching? One, as teachers, we adhere to this principle. We can learn everything, or everything can be learned, provided you work at it and you study it. Second, you are not alone in this world. People will help you. There are those who will collaborate with you in order to achieve what you want. And thirdly, and probably lastly, age does not matter. So, online teach, very much welcome now. I will be good until the end of the semester and probably even later if I will be given a chance to handle classes. This is the fun of online teaching. I am enjoying it, and I hope my students are also enjoying our classes. Thank you very much. I hope that everyone will enjoy online teaching.
We're back, and that's Din Del Rosario. You see, veterana talaga. And you can see yung talagang pagiging guro niya na humubog sa kanya talaga. And bibisto ko na sarili ko. Actually, trivia lang to, naging professor ko rin si Din Del Rosario, and she was so good. She was my teacher in speech class. Diba?
Okay,
Ikaw rin.
Yes. Naging teacher ko si ma'am. Si Dean.
Dugong NTC.
Yes.
Solid NTCian kami talaga. And nakikita namin, nagde-develop at parang nakikisama si Din Del Rosario sa mga panahon, sa takbo ng panahon. And she's a good teacher. And that is a manifestation of a good teacher. Now, sige na sir, let's go back to our discussion.
Yes.
Kasi kanina, ang pinag-uusapan natin is only your background as a teacher before the pandemic. Now, let's talk about yung pagiging teacher mo during the pandemic. So, we all know that we're not used to online class, online teaching. So, ang tanong, paano kayo nag-prepare? Anong klaseng preparation ang ginawa nyo?
Okay. Napakalaki ng preparasyon. Una, from the management, from the academic committee or council, that we prepared to be useful and making this preparation by giving us the training, seminar, and also in my personal use of the technology, we practiced in our in our department, in Salty department, of course, we come up to a good G class or Google class rehearsal or practice so that we can see the effect of that.
Oo. Binanggit na ni Sir Dennis na we practice kasi talagang that's part of the preparation. And also sa Sote family, actually kami na mismo nag-share ng mga tutorials in using Google Classroom. So that's why prior to the seminars and trainings given by the ACADCOM, talagang may idea na rin kami, although it helped us a lot yung seminar na binigay ng ACADCOM. Kaya nga we appreciate so much yung tinulong nila VPAA, Dr. Ed Fermin, and also our Dean.
Yes,
Oo.
Dr. Pitagan.
Oo. And not only that, yung rehearsal na sinasabi, anong klaseng rehearsal yon? O sige, ikwento mo na. Pagka...
Google Classroom situation or the actual use of the technology so that we can see the effect if we are doing fine, we are doing good in the presentation. Parang trial and error use of the technology.
And actually, we have a certain master. Sino yung master natin? Si Master Jack.
Yan, si Ma'am Jack Sales.
She's the master of online class among us tenured. Why? Siya ang takbuhan namin kapag kami problema kami. Like for example, Jack, we do not know how to present our PowerPoint. Jack, paano merong sound? Jack, and
Yes.
lahat, di ba?
So, andun ang tulungan. Andun ang cooperation and collaborative effort to really update ourselves, no. So yun ang trending na experience in this pandemic period.
And ang sarap lang kasi we are facing this kind of crisis in teaching, not parang we are not alone in this crisis. We are one as a whole family, not only in Sote but also in the whole ACAD family,
Yes,
di ba?
the whole NTC community.
Okay, so basically, tayo lang nagtutulungan, di ba? As a whole family.
Yes.
Pero, let me see, is there, kasi nag-develop yung online natin eh. From ESEA, you remember ESEA, yung
Yes,
second semester?
ESEA.
Na kung saan very gradual lang ang online activities natin noon. Okay. Napunta tayo sa summer. It was enjoyable because that was the time na natuto tayo.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this first semester, ang tanong, is it different from the summer? Yung nararanasan natin ngayon sa first semester?
Yes, because of the number of classes now, at the same time, the more, of course, the application in the use of this technology. And, of course, the strategy also, of course, in preparing, because as a teacher, we have to still, put an additional resources from our presentation or lesson or learning experience about this platform. That's why it's a very challenging also.
And how about yung difficulty from summer to summer to first semester, nag-upgrade ba ang difficulty natin, yung mga dilemma natin na naranasan sa online? Which is more difficult, nung nag-summer tayo or ngayong first semester?
Sa ngayon, mas lumaki at lumevel up ang difficulty. Because I said, last summer we have only 2-3 classes, but it is in the cluster, no? But now we are also doing that, and we have in the number of classes and clusters, no? So the more the trend of level of experience is getting, of course, higher, and there's a lot of, I said, approaches to really use and make this online teaching be effective, especially for the students, no? And for our students to really apply also their experience, and also the connectivity is one thing more also level up. Dahil maraming talagang nahihirapan sa application, sa connectivity.
Minsan may mga nawawala. Parang nawawala na lang, in terms of connection, Kasi minsan may mga bata na nandyan pagkatapos nagla-left, or even there are times na yung teacher nagla-left.
Yes.
Na nangyari sa atin yan. Na kung saan we have to look for a place in our room or house na kung saan mas malakas ang connection, lilipat ka pa. And then, unfortunately, yung Google Meet natin ay nare-record.
Yes.
And then you will realize na sa recording, nagkakwentuhan ng mga bata, si ma'am umalis na, ay si ma'am wala na. And then matatawa ka na lang doon sa recording kasi kanya-kanyang feedback. But what is good about Anticians, they did not leave the Google Meet, di ba?
Yes.
So nice about our students. Yun yung pinakamaganda, di ba?
And for them, this experience really a matter of really adjustment and changes in the classroom setting to the online setting of teaching and discussion lessons.
And meron tayong nadagdag na task aside sa pagtuturo, yung mga messages that we have, mga
Yes,
queries.
receiving email and using all this social media communication.
Yes, mga queries that we have to attend to, and we have to answer, and we have to address to the proper offices. Sometimes magugulat ka na lang, bakit sa akin tinatanong to,
Yes,
diba?
that's really a good plan and preparation of the ACADCOM and the rest of the educator managers we have, and the help of course, our teachers, program head, that we use all these means of communication so that whatever difficulty of the student, especially in this experience, we can really entertain.
Yes.
Talagang NTC talaga.
Kaya nga napakaswerte rin ng mga estudyante natin kasi parang 24/7 bukas ang ating laptop
Yes.
because of just to attend to their queries. Now, sana mahaba pa yung oras natin, ano?
Yes, oo,
Okay,
para-
we have so many experiences and mga laugh trips na we should share to our students so that they could fully understand kung ano yung mga nagiging experiences natin at maunawaan nila kung ganun talaga ang part of development sa pagtuturo at part of training na rin sa pagtuturo. But anyway, let's have a recap, okay? There are 3 things that I have learned here. Okay? So, batay na rin doon sa sinabi ni Dr. Del Rosario at doon sa ating kapanayam kay Professor Dennis San Gregorio, meron na tayong makukuha rito. Una, sa lahat, na it's okay to be not okay. Okay? Bakit? Kasi paraan ito ay proseso na dinadaanan ng lahat. May mga bagong nangyayari, kaya kinakailangan harapin natin na hindi pa perpekto. At dapat unawain na si teacher sa online class, hindi maaaring maging perpekto muna. Okay? Kahit naman sa traditional hindi perpekto, di lalo na sa bagong sistema. At ang pangalawa, fear is normal. Teachers, it's okay to feel certain fear, lalo-lalo na sa online class. Kasi lahat ng bago ay kinakatakutan. Pero pag hinarap ang takot at pinag-aralan kung paano ma-overpower yung takot, siguro everything will be okay. And that's part of being a teacher. Lahat naman ay dumadaan sa mga ganyan. And lastly, lahat na napag-aaralan ay kakayanin ni teacher para sa pagkatuto ng mga mag-aaral. And like for example, sinabi nga ni Dr. Del Rosario lahat gagawin ng mga guro para lang sa mga mag-aaral. And age doesn't matter. Ika nga niya. Okay? So, that's it for today. You have something to add, sir?
Wala na, basta ihanda na lang natin ang mga sarili natin, tanggapin ang sitwasyon. At sa pag-nagdadaanan ito ay merong katapusan. No? Sa buhay na dinadaanan natin ngayon, lahat po ay merong katapusan. No? Hindi po forever to. We believe and God will really provide, giving us protection. All we have to do is to really give ourselves to follow the protocol at yung sinasabi nating stay home. Okay? Yun lang po.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Kaya tatandaan natin na anuman ang nangyayari at mangyayari sa online class ni teacher, unawain natin siya. And by the way, just to remind you, tomorrow we will be having another session, and this time it's about yung mga challenges ng mga guro at kung paano, ano yung naging role ng NTC para makatulong sa guro at hindi lang sa mga guro, kundi pati na rin sa mga mag-aaral. And now, next will be a video, a short video. It's about, just to tell you na hindi tayo nag-iisa. Sa Pilipinas, Filipino teachers, we're not alone. The same thing happens in other countries. Okay? So see you then. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, class. Our lesson for today is all about human skeletal system. In this lesson, you'll learn the different the corresponding yes, and you should always remember that well, in this matter, that ends our lesson for today.
Morning, girls. It's so lovely to be in your homes today, and I look forward to us going on.
Coffee.
Cooks, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to upload a video for the kids on
Your camera's on, man.
Which means that it's two words that we put together to make another word.
So I'm going to just share one Bible verse with you today. And the I'm gone. Letting him go.
Moon and light form moonlight. The next word we have is cooler bag. Cooler bag can also be a compound word. Cooler and then bag.
And he was always the hero.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be starting term 2 with you.
And we have got Simon, I'm recording! Oh!
So, my advice for studying this section: keep 2 timelines. Keep one for the opposition movements or the liberation movements, and then one for what the government.